In this video, I will teach you how to script your first working Roblox game completely from scratch. Literally, all you have to do is take 15 minutes and just watch the entire video all the way to the end and follow along. If you don't know me, welcome to the channel. I'm Kushal. I've been scripting Roblox games since I was 12 years old, so for the last 9 years, and I've contributed to over 60 million plays on the Roblox platform. Now, I'm assuming that you've never touched Roblox before, so first go to roblox.com, so roblox.com/home, and then click on this create button right here. And then that should take you to create.roblox.com. And this is basically the Roblox Creator Hub. This is where you can make your own games. From here, I want you guys to look for this button right here. It's called Create Experience, and then you're going to click on it. And then it's going to basically download Roblox Studio if you haven't already, and then just look for this base plate right here, click that. And then bam, now we are on our base plate. All right, so before we question everything here, I want you guys to make sure that you can see the Explorer and Properties. Now, if you don't know what that is, that's okay. Just look for this View button right here. It's all the way at the top of Studio. You're gonna click it, and there's Explorer and Properties. So this is what it might look like for you right now. So as you can see, there's no Explorer or Properties. If you click the View and you click on Explorer, and then you can click on Properties, you will see the Explorer, and you can see Properties. Explorer basically tells you what everything is in your game, so where everything is located, and then Properties tells you more information about whatever you have selected here. For example, see the spawn location right here? The spawn location is basically this brick right here, this light brick with this spiral design. And because I've clicked it, I can view all of this information about the spawn location. So one thing I could change here is brick color. So if I click this, as you can see, I can make it whatever brick color I want. I can make it red, for example. That is how the Explorer and Properties windows work together. Now, if you guys want more information about Explorer and Properties, I have tons of videos that you guys can watch. I'll have a link to the description, but for right now, we have to create our actual game. All right, so first, let's start resizing this base plate. So this giant gray checkered thing, so see these checkers right here? This thing is called the base plate, which is this thing right here. And we're basically going to resize it because our game is just gonna be a really simple obby. So to do that, you're gonna click on the base plate and then click on model and then look for this thing right here. It's called scale. And when you click on scale, you'll see that there's these little spheres, right? There's these little spheres, and what you're gonna do is you're just going to take a sphere and drag it, and this is going to make the base plate smaller. So I'm just dragging this sphere, and then I'm gonna take this one, I'm gonna drag it, and I'm just going to align it with the spawn location. And then I'm going to actually take this, and I'm gonna drag it a little bit more. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, now you should have a spawn location, and your base plate should be it should be smaller than it used to be before. It should basically just be this kind of long thing right here. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the base plate. I'm actually going to make it a little bit shorter. So I'm actually going to leave it like right, maybe over here. And lastly, for this base plate, I'm going to take this green sphere and I'm just going to drag it a little bit. And that will make my base plate this should make it a little bit. And by doing that, I made it a little bit shorter. All right, awesome. If you were able to get this far, great job. Let's continue now. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add kill bricks. Now, if you don't know what a kill brick is, please watch the video in the description or whatever video I have shown on the screen right now. A kill brick is basically just a brick that kills you if you touch it. And the way we're going to do this is I'm going to click on home and then I'm going to click on part. And this is going to basically just create a part, and I'm going to resize that part just like what I did before. And then I'm going to change the brick color of this part to red. So now I have a red brick color, and then I'm going to change the material to neon, and now we have a glowing red part. So boom, I have a glowing red part. I'm going to go back to home. I'm going to click on move. I'm going to take this part, I'm going to move it very close to the spawn location. So now if you were to actually, let's do this first. Click on the base plate, scroll down and make sure that the anchored is set to true. And then you're going to click on the part and then make sure this part's anchored is also set to true. This is going to basically prevent us from having problems with gravity. And now click on home, click on play. Now you should be able to spawn in your game, and you should have this red thing right here, this red brick, which when you touch it, it won't do anything because we have to script it. But basically, this is our game so far. It's literally just you spawn here, here's the base plate, and here's the red brick. And if I touch it, nothing happens. Now, I only have 15 minutes to help you guys make this game, so I'm going really fast. If you guys want me to go slower, or maybe you want a slower version of this video, please feel free to check the video that I have linked right here somewhere on the screen. All right, next up, we're gonna go to the part, we're gonna click on this plus sign, we're gonna add a script, and then you're basically just going to paste this script right here. So what is all this doing and where do you find it? Well, luckily for you, I wrote a whole article for you, just for you. I wrote a whole article on how you can make your own kill brick. And you can actually find that article right here. So as you can see, an entire article on how this kill brick thing works, and it basically will explain the entire script to you line by line. And in case you are more of a visual person than reading a whole article, I have recorded a whole video on how to script your own kill brick from scratch. So this will literally go through every single line and help you understand everything. This is completely for free. The article is also completely for free. Go ahead, become a better scripter, learn everything, and let's continue with our code. All right, so by now, hopefully you've paused the video, maybe you've read the article or watched the video. You probably understand what all of this is doing. So I'll just reiterate it really quickly because we don't have that much time. So we're basically saying let part be equal to script.parent, which is this thing right here. And then if anything touches the part, then check to make sure it has a humanoid. And if it has a humanoid, then it has health. And then if it has a humanoid and it also has health, then just set the health to 0. And that will basically kill whatever thing that has health that touches it. So boom, I touch it and I'm dead. Now, if you just want to be able to develop the skill of scripting your own games and you just want to be able to script your own games without copying other people's code, then you might want to go to scriptstudios.com and then scroll down and you can find a book that I wrote. So this is available as an ebook or as a physical book. And this book will basically teach you how to script from the very beginning. So there's literally vocabulary lists. There's all sorts of things like admin commands and lines of code that are explained to you. And if you want to get this book, just go to scriptstudios.com. There will be a link in the description and you'll be able to script your own stuff. All right, if you got this far, congratulate yourself. Like, give yourself a pat on the back, clap your hands, do whatever you gotta do. Let's continue. Here's the spawn location, which is going to be our start. So this is where the player first is going to spawn when they first start the game. I'm gonna control D, so that's going to duplicate it once again. And then I'm going to take this blue arrow, I'm gonna drag it all the way over here. So now we have the start, and then we have this right here. And instead of start, I'm actually gonna call this stage 1. So I'm gonna rename this to stage 1, just like that. And I'm going to click on the next one, which is going to be this one. I'm going to rename this one to stage 2. And I'm actually going to change the brick color to something different. So maybe I'll make this blue. So now you have this one, which is stage 1. So this is where your player will first spawn. And then you have stage 2. So stage 1, stage 2, and a whole bunch of red killer bricks in between. All right, so one more thing. For stage 2, please go to the properties window and then scroll down and then look for this thing called neutral and then just uncheck that. And then for stage 1, make sure that's checked. Now, why are we doing this? Because if you check neutral and you set this to true, so if this button is checked, if this checkbox is checked, then that tells Roblox that you want players to spawn here. So that's you telling Roblox, I want players to spawn here. And then here, we've unchecked it because you don't want players to just randomly spawn in stage 2, right? You just want them to spawn in stage 1. And boom. Now, play your game, and let's actually try it out. So if I collide with the red, it's going to kill me. And the objective is to basically jump over them. So I'm just jumping over them. And there you have it. This is the first stage of your obby. So this is actually pretty fun already. I can even go back. And I have my spawn location for the second stage. Now, of course, you guys probably already saw this. You can literally just walk around it. So I'm actually going to take the base plate. I'm going to go back to scale. I'm going to make it so that you can't walk around and cheat your way through our obby, right? And I'm also going to take this spawn location. I'm going to go back to the move tool. I'm going to drag it here. And then you can also, you know what? An easier way of doing this. Click anywhere, like over here, click this and then drag, and then you'll see this box come up, right? And you're just gonna drag, and then it's gonna slowly select. You're just gonna use this box to select those kill bricks and then let go of your mouse, and then you'll have all of these kill bricks selected, and you're gonna click this arrow, you're gonna drag it, and you'll see that now you're dragging multiple kill bricks toward that spawn location. And then you're gonna take this, you're gonna use the arrow, you're gonna drag. So now, you have spawn location, kill bricks, spawn location. This is the same thing we had before, but now it's a little bit better in terms of gameplay. So people can't just cheat their way through our game. And just to see that up close, you can see that you can't like walk around it anymore. And we're also pretty close to the edge. So once again, you can just jump around and complete your obby. Pretty easy. And what happens? Oh, I was gonna demonstrate it, but yeah, that's what happens if you touch it. All right, guys, so you made it this far. Really good job. Congratulations. You've like literally, you already have your first stage, and literally all we're gonna do now is just make more stages. So let's continue. We're gonna take this thing, this red killer brick. We're gonna once again, Control D, duplicate, take this blue arrow, drag it over here, and now we're gonna do something a little bit different. Ready? We're gonna go to scale, and we're going to scale this. So I'm actually going to turn this into something that's similar, that looks kind of like a square. So I'm just going to try to make this look like a square. And actually, if you want to do this a little bit easier, go over to properties and see where it says size. You have these three numbers. Just set it to like 7, 1, 7. So this is now more of a square. I mean, technically it's kind of like a rectangular prism, but if you look at it from the top down, it looks like a square. So basically make this square, right? And actually, why don't we do, actually, yeah, that's fine. So make that, it'll be a square. And then use the move tool, and I'm going to move it to the edge just so it's a little bit more aligned. And I'm going to press Control D, once again, duplicate it. And then drag it out, and then drag it out a little bit like this. So now we have two squares diagonal, right? So we have two squares that are diagonally placed. And remember, these are technically rectangular prisms, but I'm just going to call them squares because from the top down, they look like squares. So now, take this, Control D, duplicate it, move it to the side, Control D, duplicate it. And then actually, let's do this. And we're just going to place these diagonally. So Control D, and then place this to the diagonal of this one. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm just going to Control D and then just place it diagonally. So just Control D, diagonal, Control D, diagonal. And then we have this last edge right here. And I know this kind of does look a little bit messy. I'm just going to use the scale tool. I'm just going to do that because it's a temporary fix. And then we're going to do that circle thing, or not circle, that square thing again. Let me actually quickly fix this. So I'm just going to quickly fix this up. And just to make sure we don't have any issues here. And I know that I don't have that much time left in this video to teach you how to make the game. But just use your box right here. This is like a box select. And just select all of these. And then once again, move tool, Control D, use this arrow, drag. Control D, use this arrow, drag. Bam, you guys see this? This is coming along quite nicely. And guess what? These are all kill bricks because we've already coded it. So bam, now you have some sort of like checkerboard style. I'm gonna Control D the spawn location, move it, change the color maybe to like green, and bam, look at that. Now we have two stages. Let's actually play it. And I really hope that it hasn't been 15 minutes yet because I'm rushing through this to make sure that you guys get all the value that you can get out of this video. And once again, now you have all of these that you can jump through. And then if you touch any of these, you die. So there you go. All right, the last thing, well, the last things that we're going to do is we're going to rename this stage 2. Remember, this is the spawn location that we copied from this one. Rename this to stage 3. Go to terrain, click the plus sign, add some clouds. Bam, you got some clouds. Change some of the cover. So bam, now you've got more clouds. And then you're going to click on file, publish to Roblox, call this whatever you want. I'm going to call this my awesome obby. Woo, right? And then I'm going to click create. Bam. Now we've got everything published and everything's just loading here. So there's our obby, and if you go back to studio and you click refresh, so remember our create.roblox.com, actually you might have to click this and click on whatever character you used when you were publishing. You should see your obby right here, my awesome obby. And then if you click view on Roblox, you will be able to play it. And if you want to share the link, you could just go over here, copy this and give it to all your friends. They will also be able to play it. Now, they actually won't be able to play it until you make this thing public. So right now it's private. That means that only you can use it. So click on manage experience and then click on public, click save changes, and bam, you have your awesome obby. Boom, you can click view on Roblox, share it with your friends, and you can literally play this game. Now, of course, in this video, we didn't have that much time to script stuff like stat saving, like saving whatever stage you're on, and other cool fancy stuff, but you still have a fully functional game, and you can share the link around, have your friends play it, and you can also add as many stages as you want and basically just create your own things from scratch. So if you like this video, please make sure to like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.